Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We got RSFX versus IOLO, going to be the second game of today for Dem League Season 3. This is going to be a League 1 game, which is the highest league, the Premier League, if you will, for Diamond League. So we have RSFX versus IOLO for this match, and I mean, really of everything that I wanted to, or that I really want to showcase for this particular game is, at least like in the intro for this, is really just the caliber of players that we have on each team. So let's go look at let me pull up the roster real quick for us to look at. Um, Roster. Okay, so for Iolo, we have CSI Lucas, KMS, Barbas, Twilight Phoenix, Thunder Pansai, Fluidic Axe, Contento, Edgar Bears, Stokyu, Arken, Papate, Gigi Taru, um, Stevie 30, Vlad Tips, Andres 86, Conqueror, and a bunch of other new people that I have not even heard of, to be honest. So, at least for all of those guys, definitely a strong team there. What always has differentiated IOLO from a bunch of other teams has always been their ability to work together at the end of the day. So, and RSFX lineup has Demo, Godzini, Alex, Yummy Yum Toes, Dr. Fat, Waisaki, Arlecchino, Snooky, Wow's Legends Memes, Potato Meep, Psyche Thought, or JY, Isaac, Sindri, Camden, Nubs, Pika, Drazdor, Zux, South Eagle, and their guest player is Chris from CRD. And I mean, you just look top to bottom on RSFX lineup, and it's just stacked, just top level players all the way from the top to the bottom of this entire lineup. So on here, I just finally got the POV for IOLO. So I apologize on the stream. I'm gonna have to hold them up real quick. So give me 2 seconds to be able to pull this up and do what I need to this. So sorry about this. Give me a few seconds just to deal with this. And now we're good to go. Okay. So got all the different POVs all set up and ready to go now. And I mean, just we saw earlier today with TFLN versus L86, just how much of a potentially brawl-centric map Hotspot can be. So I am pretty interested to see what IOLO's going to pull out, because they generally are a more brawl-centric team. At least whenever they play out of the meta. When they play meta, it's the most like passive thing you've ever seen. But whenever they play off meta and they actually play like brawl comps and everything, they actually generally do pretty well. So I'm hoping they do that. I'm hoping that we get some interesting gameplay, because passive gameplay on Hotspot is not fun to watch at all. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know. You got anything to say, Smoke, as we head into this game? It's 8 minutes away.
No.
Okay.
I just hope they will use their brain on like L86. That's just what I'm hoping for.
Let's use our brains out here. Ladies and gentlemen, please.
God gifted us with a brain. We should use it. I think that's a good idea.
Nope, never mind. Not gonna try that. So I guess I can bring us back to look at the maps just to refresh ourselves real quick. So just a reminder for everyone that didn't make it to the first stream, this is 7v7 tier 7 matchmaking, one premium ship per side, and maximum of 3 class limit, so you can only bring a maximum of 3 DDs, 3 battleships, or 3 cruisers. Should you choose to do so, you can bring, like if you want to bring 3 DDs, 3 battleships, and a cruiser, we saw that from L86. If you want to bring 3 destroyers, 2 cruisers, 2 battleships, like what TFLN brought earlier today, if you want to just bring 1 destroyer and 3 cruisers, 3 battleships, that's questionable, but you can do that if you want to. So that's what we got in it today. Just gonna pull up on a different channel real quick. I'm gonna look, because I'm kind of curious. We're gonna look at, isn't Pain versus UFO live right now, if I remember correctly? So it appears that UFO versus Pain is happening, or the first game just ended. Pain is up 1-0 over UFO after game 1. So, yeah, and again, it looks like that Pain versus UFO game, at least like at the very last second, what I saw and everything, just UFO didn't look like they played for caps early, let themselves go really down in the hole in points, and just weren't able to make it up. At least looks like to me. So we'll see how accurate that ends up being for RSFX versus IOLO, both of which can play really aggressive, but both of which can also play extremely passively as well. And also, I'm just excited to see who's actually even playing for each team. So, wishing both of them success here. Now we're just gonna kind of chill out. 4 game starts. We got about 5 minutes. So it looks like we're starting to get some more people into the room. So I'm gonna go to the IOLO POV for the moment. Just gonna sit here and so we're on Lucas's POV here for IOLO, and he is gonna be running a 16-4 Ale Nelson Hawk on this first one. If we go over and look at Wysocki, Wysoki's gonna be huh? True. Wysocki looks like he's gonna be playing. I believe that's probably a Norman Scott with the guys on it, but probably 16-4 Norman Scott Cleveland, and then Zuck's playing 16-3 Fisher Hawk. So Zuck's going to be playing a battleship for them. I was a little curious whether he was going to be in a cruiser or a BB for them. It would appear that he's probably going to be playing battleship. So, yeah. Just waiting on one more player from each side to make it into the room before they probably start this game. So from IOLO, looks like we've got CSI Lucas, Edgar Bears, Twilight Phoenix, Contento, Fluidic X, Stevie 30, and Barbas. They're going to be playing for IOLO. So we'll probably just stare at people the whole time. And WoW's Legends Memes is going to be that last player to be playing for RSFX. So it's going to be Meep, Zux, Alex, Chris, JY, Wysocki, and WoW's Legends Memes for RSFX. So, I mean, it's just, this is a super, super talented lobby. Probably the most talented set that we'll see today across all leagues. So, now they could start early if they want to. We're ready to cover if they do decide to. But at the moment, we're just gonna wait for a moment and just see if they start early or if they don't. So. Any second now, they'll start readying up their ships. We'll be able to see what kind of a game we're going to get here.
It better be not some passive bullshit. I want to see action.
All
Oh,
right,
no
we're
way.
starting to get some boats to ready up. So from RSFX, we're going to have Lightning, Fletcher, Black, Amalfi, Cleveland, Kansas, and Hawk. And from IOLO, we're going to have Z23, Lightning, Le Fantasque, Baltimore, Hipper, Hawk, and still waiting on Steve to pick up the controller.
I'm not sure about Kansas. I never really like Kansas.
Kansas is rough on this map because if you spawn middle and you have to try to reposition, it is really tough for you to be able to do so. So, and that's also Plymouth is going to be the premium for IOLO. So IOLO running one battleship and RSFX running two on this one. Um, Not
It
sure
seems
necessarily how
they're
confident.
really going to be relying on the cruisers for cap control. Because they got a Hipper as well.
Yeah, for sure. So that Hipper is probably just going to try to hold it down, and we'll see what happens with that. So we'll stay on the IOLO POV for the first small part of the game here. So IOLO
Plymouth spawn
solo battleship is
C.
going to spawn C, and let's take a look at the other point of view. So Wysocki in Cleveland is going to spawn over at the B side, and it is actually battleships spawning each flank. So Battleship B and Battleship C So Kansas isn't going to try
Oh,
to have to reposition from middle, so that's actually really good for RSFX.
it's a really good spawn. Jesus. What the hell?
Fletcher, Cleveland, and Hawk all on the B side. This is, yeah.
So far, as seen from IOLO, they got a Plymouth and Hawk that spawned on C side.
Yep, it's Plymouth and Hawk
So
on C side for IOLO.
it seems actually, yeah, I guess they got the perfect spawns, honestly, if they because HIPAA for cap contest to be best on B, and they got that. So
Yeah. And I think with solo battleship, it's a IOLO for IOLO. If you bring a single battleship on this map, it's a guaranteed spawn C, if I remember correctly. So it was just gambling on whether it was going to be Plymouth. What is it? Plymouth and what are the other two they brought? Hipper and I totally forgot the third cruiser that IOLO brought. I'll be honest. Not too sure. Not a big deal. But it looks like Waisaki's going over here to the flank, probably going to get smoked up by the Fletcher here. Just allowed to rain absolute death and destruction. And he only has 2 Hydras, 2 Radars, and 2 heals, so very, very likely he's running EOP. I would imagine at least. So
there's no way he isn't.
yeah, that's not. Yeah, he would have refill station
Actually,
right
no,
now.
yeah,
Actually, yeah,
he doesn't have
it's
the refill
yeah,
station
it's guaranteed
gun
EOP.
exchange. Yeah,
So
yeah, is that
Balti
one?
right here in front of him, and this Balti's got to watch out. So
I was gonna say, yeah, like he doesn't have the gun increase range or refill station around him. So yeah, EOP.
yep. Yep, so Cleveland is going to be able to pen this Baltimore absolutely everywhere here. With those torps,
Based off
this
when
looks like
Cleveland went on
fantastic.
spot, it seems like IO's DD might just go quite wide here.
I'm pretty sure it's Fanta over here as well. So we'll see how it works out. Let's go take a look at Zux real quick. Zux getting 2 pens onto Hipper. Actually, wow, he gets 15k onto Hipper there, but he can't contest, and Hipper's gonna get the cap. I'm pretty sure absolutely for free here.
I mean,
So
if RSFX's DD kind of pushed it a little bit, keep spots on HIPAA, that Cleveland could probably push up a little bit himself because of that smoke and just kill him.
should be able to, but I
But
mean,
are they going to be able to do it though? That's a question.
this Fletcher could get left out to dry though, potentially here. Let's take a look at what Lucas is doing. Lucas playing very passively with Hawk over here on the C side. So
Oh,
L2 spam, yeah! This is what we live for. Finally decides to take the shot. JY gets spotted while doing so, but was dark when he took the shot. JY already turned all the way out, so it's only going to be 1 pen.
yeah, he
So
could have shot more earlier, but he took too long, so he missed opportunity.
yeah, decided L2 spam a bit too much. Let's take a look over at Waisaki as well. So they do have, it is Fanta over here on the B side. So Fletcher and Fanta over here. Radar does end now. So
And I can farm HIPAA.
yeah, should be able to farm a Hipper to complete Oblivion here. Actually, there's only 16 seconds left on the smoke, and this is a Balti and a Hipper holding him by the balls here. So he's got
I'm
to get
extending
this
the
damage
gun
in
deep into
now.
half. If he just stays Baron to Baltimore, he should be able to just stay there and kill HIPAA. Oh,
He's
no,
turning out.
he's... Oh, okay, yeah, never mind. I take that back.
This could be a rough turnout for him as well, because if Hipper decides that he wants to... Yeah, I'm not exactly sold on this positioning here from Wasaki.
Yeah.
Looks like Balti popped a radar for the Fletcher. Just try to zone them all away and everything. And I mean,
Oh, DD spotted.
he decides to take a few shots at Cleveland here. Baits the Fletcher into shooting him as well. This is actually masterful from Fanta here because what he's doing is he's basically saying, "Hey, come take a look at me. Don't actually shoot my cruisers because the cruisers are the threat here on the B side. This Fanta is not the threat." So this is
Yeah, and he's taking the bait.
and Waisaki absolutely took the bait here. That was really really well played from this Fanta because that is absolutely a worthwhile HP trade because it keeps his cruisers more healthy and that's what's actually going to win them this side. And that's of course if Hipper doesn't
Never
throw his
mind.
life away. Never mind. So
Hipper decides like, fuck Fanta's effort. I'm selling my HP pool.
I gave him too much credit. My bad.
That Hawk is actually kind of pushed in now.
Yeah, Hawk is a bit pushed in. We'll go take a look at him for a second. We'll ride along with him for a little bit, so I'll turn his audio on. And it looks like it potentially could become a Kansas versus Hawk brawl here. Hawk to
I mean, Kansas games even just a little bit. He just nukes Hawk here.
Yeah. Torpedoes. He shoots early at the cruiser. That is a DD fight over here on the seaside. Oh, it looks like a fight is also happening on the B side between DDs.
It doesn't really look that good for IOLO's DD.
Yeah, IOLO's DD over here is pushing into an Alfie and a black.
Holy shit! What is he doing?
Must have been the wind.
Is he
saw an opportunity.
Sure he dies, right?
He saw an opportunity. It was like, must have been the wind. He drives in there. Yeah.
Kansas, what you guys say he shot? You see him pushing hard in.
Down goes Plymouth, and that DD is like actually like 2 kilometers away from that Amalfi. What is going on?
Why was Plymouth like so far away? He's a Plymouth. He can't afford that. He can't do that.
Bad positioning.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Torps coming on the right here. Hawk, we aren't going to look at them. We're just
to starboard.
Oh, they all missed.
Torpedoes astern.
Down goes Z23, but Z23 is able to trade with that Amalfi up there. So.
What the hell?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
I mean, either way, like the DD and cruisers dead on IOLO's side, so that they would the RSFX DD can just has free reign.
IOLO does have cap advantage, but that probably won't last because that Hipper is probably just going to straight up just explode at some point because he is still pretty low.
Yeah, that Hipper does not know how to play German cruisers well at all. So especially since like he just gives so much HP for free, he definitely does not know how to angle properly with it.
And this Kansas hasn't punched this Hawk, even though he absolutely should have a few different times.
He's now. Full health. They don't give a shit about Hawk.
So. Okay, we're gonna go off of his point of view here. Go back to Waisaki. Waisaki is radared. No heals left. This is a rough spot for him. He needs he needs to outlive this radar, or he needs to live past this radar and just put an absolute hurting on this Balti. RSFX are up a destroyer, however, they are still down on caps. Hipper does go down, but Cleveland's also going to go down here, and he's not going to trade with this Balti. Not a chance.
Yeah, the Hipper had no hands.
So, Balti does take a bit more damage than I think he should have there, but this is still, I mean... Wait, let's go back to IOLO's POV so I can actually see the score and the amount of time. So, 6 minutes or just barely over 6 minutes left. IOLO is up 100 points, and they still are up on caps. RSFX is going to probably be able to take this V cap for free. And, I mean...
Wait. That Lightning is pushing the DD instead of trying to torp Hawk?
So Lightning dies to their Lightning.
Okay.
So IOLO really down on ships now. Still up on points technically. If they can trade for Kansas here, this is still winnable. This is still potentially winnable for IOLO here, but they just... Oh, and Hawk just takes a Citadel from the other Hawk on the other side of the map.
Yeah, he's in a cause right now because Hipper could not hold that cap. It's really disappointing to see. I guess not many people pretty much no one knows about the angle you could get with the large German cruisers and their turtleback. And so they just eat a lot of damage against overmatching boats because they don't bother angling. It really sucks to see.
Yeah, but now the destroyer's in on D, so this is probably just a win for RSFX now. Even though I'd argue that the beginning of how they played this game was not very strong, actually. Hipper should have gotten farmed out way harder than he did by the Cleveland. They just decided not to do it.
IOLO felt seaside because at Plymouth, he should have been hugging that island, but for some reason he was just far away, which is in a British cruiser, like it's better to be much closer because it's much easier to aim the AP only boat to damage DDs.
And that was a Cheshire.
And also,
that was a Cheshire Plymouth as well.
Yeah, he didn't utilize that at all, and like because he's also an open raw, not really maneuvering, Kansas was able to shoot for free and just murder him, and the DD as well just suicided push into them, so they both just died. Really disappointed to see that. Yeah, he really should have been hugging the island, but he just allowed Kansas to shoot him for free and died. Which left his DD, which was also just suicided in their spawn alone to just die even harder. I mean, sure, he took out the Morphe, but the DD was still left alive, which is terrible. Terrible trade.
Yeah. Fanta's here? Fanta lives that? Okay. Zux is just not looking for this Balti at all. For some reason. He should just kill the Balti here. Just don't even worry about the DD. Wait, he shoots at his guns?
Wait, what?
What are we doing?
You overmatch him. You overmatch him everywhere. You overmatch his entire boat. You overmatch his life.
He's given up like 40k just for fun.
I guess that's why he wasn't shooting Baltimore, because he doesn't realize he overmatches him.
Yeah, he was still shooting his gun there.
That's why. Oh my god. Wow. Fanta dies. Yeah, and Hawk dies.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
What the hell?
I might have been hyping these guys up too much. This is not the most talented game I think I've seen in a while. Yeah, RSFX able to do just enough to take game one. And I mean, I'm not exactly with what I saw from IOLO there, I'm not exactly sure that they're going to be able to take game two pretty easily here, so. I wish we had a POV of JY and the Z23 up there, because I'm so curious how that played out.
Yeah, I mean, the way it played out, like...
It just looks so dumb from the menu map.
I wonder if IOLO would have won that Plymouth thing, just gave his life to Kansas for free and actually supported his boy. There was no reason for Plymouth to be that far away. Absolutely no reason, and yet he was.
Is this Abyss playing both the Z and the Plymouth? Because the Plymouth was at the back of the map and the Z was in their spawn. This might have been a way at Abyss at the wheel. Is either commit to their spawn or be in the back of the map. There's no in between.
The duality.
The duality of aggression.
I wonder if they'll pick the same boats again. I wouldn't really doubt that RSFX picks the same boats. I find they kind of tend to do that. I guess IOLO as well.
Yep, RSFX bring in Lightning, Fletcher, Black, so same destroyers.
Yeah,
Cleveland,
look at that.
Hawk, Kansas, and is this going to be
Oh,
Amalfi as their last boat? Or
oh,
IOLO does change, though. They keep the same one battleship, but they switch out Hipper for Amalfi.
oh yeah.
And it looks like the same. Yeah, that's all they did was just switch Hipper for Amalfi.
I guess it makes sense because the Hippo had absolutely no hands in German cruisers. Like actually, like just full on amputee playing them.
So we've got Waisaki in the Cleveland gonna spawn on the C side. Zux is gonna spawn over at the B side, and Lucas is also gonna spawn on the B side. So we have good POVs of being able to see a lot of the stuff that's happening on this map. This looks like Fantask spawned over here on the B side for IOLO. And we're not moving the camera, so I can't exactly see what kind of cruiser or what cruisers over here either. So it's pretty cool.
I don't understand why people do that. They just don't look around to see like what's with them or not.
And this looks like some sort of Fletcher hole, whether it's Fletcher or Black over here on Seaside with Waisaki. And Zux is... I don't know where he's going. Yeah, I'm very confused. It looks like RSFX is going to play more passively, but they're kind of playing aggressive with their DD and Cruiser on each flank. But their battleships are in really passive spots, but I think that's mostly because the Kansas did spawn D for RSFX, so that's going to take him an actual year to reposition.
Oh yeah.
It's like... there he goes. Hashtag give Kansas a speed boost. 35% speed boost, please. So it's Black and Amalfi over on the B side, and it's Fletcher and Cleveland over on the C side. Lightning middle, Kansas middle, and Zux playing in nowhere. That's pretty cool. So Waisaki also gets spotted over here on the C side. Gonna turn out. There's an Amalfi over here, so might punch him a little bit.
Pretty hefty punch. You God.
Dude. Wait, what? Where's the Hawk going? Where's it going?
Wait, what the fuck?
What are we
Dude.
doing?
What is he?
Why are both battleships in one square?
He's wasting way too much. I mean,
sorry, this is only
he's
a battleship.
wasting way too much time.
In the Balties, like...
You can't waste so much time on a map like this.
Imagine Kansas
really
has
cannot.
the range to lob him here. I really hope he does, honestly.
Secret Kansas range.
Oh, he's not
What
looking at him.
American commando was it that gives you range? Was it Optimus Prime or?
I have no idea. I didn't think any of their base traits did.
There's an American BB commander, like Transformers one that increases the range.
Well, Optimus is the only one that I know of that's American in Transformers.
That should be running the secret Mikey build.
Yeah, there's effectively nothing happening on either flank at the moment.
Yeah, I'm really noticing that. Like, RSFX could be taking really... I mean, because they spot the Hawk doing that dumbass play, and they're not doing anything in return.
Yeah, there's just no gameplay. There's no actual like gameplay happening from either side.
like what IOLO is doing with their attempt to do this horrible reposition, RSFX can easily take big advantage of, but they're doing nothing. They're just sitting there. I have no idea why. They're just scared of nothing, I guess. I don't know.
Must have been the wind. The first one to touch B is the Baltimore that spawned. Where did Baltimore even spawn? Did he spawn at C?
C. Yeah.
The first one to touch B is the Balti that spawned at C. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
like, what is actually happening?
Yeah.
What is actually going on?
Yeah. So this is what we're dealing with, huh?
Zux with one shell hit and no damage.
No, wait. Yeah. What did he hit?
I think he ricocheted off Hawk. I think I saw that.
Why is Cleveland just going like moving as slow as molasses to go and see? What's going on here?
I don't know why he's not shooting the Hawk here. Could have been shooting the Hawk.
Can he allow that?
What is the Amalfi position?
I don't. So Amalfi has no hands in Hippo or Amalfi. He can't play anything, I guess. I don't know. Wait, he's going. Wait, what? Huh? What?
I don't know. We don't like caps. We hate caps. We hate cap pressure.
We hate cap control. We hate applying pressure on the enemy, guys. Pressure is the enemy.
Zuck's still untouched. Reloading HE.
Winning gameplay is the enemy, guys. Stay away from the caps like they're the fucking plague.
Zuck's slowing down to make sure he doesn't ever touch a cap.
Why are they avoiding caps so hard right now?
They actually allowed the Hawk to completely reposition into C.
They just allowed him to do that.
It's 6 minutes into the game. They're down on points. They're down on a cap. They're not up on ships. Everything is healthy.
What's going on?
And Z23 is just
holy
committed.
Shit.
I'm actually losing brain cells. Why? Why is everyone so scared?
Shibubi Timbers. It's a cap. Zoinks, how much saving?
Guys, we gotta reverse away. Hey, guess what? The Hawk got on C. The Hawk got... How? And Amalfi gets torqued? What?
The boring one does spawn C. Imagine repositioning to go to A and take A, and the Hawk does spawn A. Imagine go to C, and he's now capping C. And they've allowed this. RSFX has allowed this. They've done nothing in return. They better make some big fucking movements, dude.
And Chris is losing the lightning duel in middle as well.
Wait, why is he turned in? Wait, hold on.
Lightning.
Wait a minute.
Great offensive boat.
The best.
That was really questionable DC usage there from Lucas.
I don't know why he didn't even shoot lightning as well. He just stared at him.
He's actually learning from Barbas. He's actually learning the forbidden arts.
The Barbas technique. Stare at the enemy and let them, and hopefully they'll crumble under pressure, which I guess they kind of are, but like, you know.
And Zux can just push this Balti kind of for free?
Yeah, he can. Zux realized that after like, how long now?
Way too early, Torps. Oh, never mind. The Balti just drives into him. Never mind. That's a dead Balti. All right.
So I...
What? I don't even know what to say anymore. What is happening?
What are they doing? I don't even know anymore. Hey, who's throwing harder? I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, and this is definitely EOP from this Cleveland. He's just gonna rip apart this Hawk. If Fanta and Balti go down at the same time. What? Like, what is happening?
What the fuck are they doing?
Like, why was Balti so committed in there after having capped the point like 4 minutes ago? He
Yeah, I don't know
capped
why
the point
he capped it
and
so
just sat
early.
there and just
He
sat
should have gone
there.
out there.
Yeah. Actually, he just cosplayed as Kowalka trying to get killed in a cap on this map. If only there was a C and Yang. If only. Plymouth and Amalfi Ram?
What? Wait, what? When did that happen? Where?
It just happened!
Oh, there?
It
What the fuck?
just...
I thought I was going to see like some high level gameplay. Never mind. I take it back.
The lightning goes down from RSFX. Wait. So RSFX is now up on points, up on cap for the moment. If Hawk is able to get the cap, this will be even caps. IOLO is down a boat, but Lightning might just be able to go and get C for free. Hawk is out of position to basically do anything for the rest of this game. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I don't understand.
I don't know, man. Just take it as is. Like this is such many plays of all time happening.
This is a comp game question mark. And Kansas goes down for RSFX, so now they're down in the hull in points now. But the Hawk decided that it was cool to leave the cap even though he was under no pressure whatsoever. Sir, you need this cap! Stay in this cap, please! Cleveland attempting to make a play. I'll go over to West Hockey's point of view. He does have a heal coming off a cooldown. He's trying to make it to this Fletcher smoke, although this Fletcher smoke is going to be very short-lived. It's literally just going to be for him to just sit and reset.
Oh.
It looks like Zux is making a play for a cap here as well. So he is able to get the heal off. Hawk takes the shot at him, but it's way too far on his boat. Ooh, actually still almost kills him, even though it was like really far forward aimed. Cleveland does make it to the smoke, probably going to be able to sustain here. I don't know why Hawk doesn't go to their spawn. Oh, he beaches. Yeah, this Hawk might just die here, honestly. He needed to drive towards RSFX's spawn point side of this cap. But now he's...
Yeah, he did that so much earlier, but he didn't. He got greedy to try and kill Cleveland, I'm guessing, and just putting it off, so now he dies for it.
Blind fire.
Oh, maybe. Oh.
Leaves him on 1k HP. Yeah, if Hawk killed him there, that probably would have been fine, but nope. Because he can probably just get permfires on him now. Let's go look at yeah, his DC just ran out, his heal just ran out. And there's a permfire, he dies. What?
Wow.
I
Amalfi's dead.
I don't
Yeah,
have
IOLO.
words. I don't have words. This was like the most winnable game, and he didn't die. This is like one of the most winnable games I've seen where a team just decided they didn't want to win. Like,
I mean, RSFX made it like a much more closer game than it should have been.
I
have no idea why.
I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know.
should I rename the VOD of this stream to I don't even know anymore.
Oh, down goes Z to blind fires from Fletcher. Yeah, and that Amalfi's just low.
Surprised Amalfi fucking survived. Huh?
And we're all just gonna stare at each other until the clock runs out, looks like.
Mm-hmm. Like IOLO just they can't peel it back at all. Like IOLO played it so horribly, and RSFX decided, let's give them the best chance to win despite the bad choice to do this big repositioning here.
And then when IOLO finally repositioned, they decided to not move from the repositioned spot at all and just die.
Yeah, like he got the cap, he should have gone out there. Should have backed up. There was no reason for him to be on there anymore, and yet he stood there, so he got pushed by Hawk and died. And
what are we aiming at?
IOLO's
Meep, hold up. Meep almost. Okay, fair enough.
And IOLO's Hawk, when he finally got his cap, like he just kind of just stood there. They were going forward to avoid a Cleveland that's getting smoked up.
Yeah. Wow. Just wow.
Wow.
So, we'll see how much more games will be available for throughout the rest of Diamond League, but
You see how much more we can do of this.
I hope that we get some better games than we had today. That's for sure. That was not a close game based off of skill or gameplay or good strategy or anything. That was just close because neither team wanted to win that, it looked like. So
You can throw the hardest.
we are allergic to caps. Allergic.
That is insane. Like it took them so long to touch the caps that like two boats that were moving from opposite side of the caps, like opposite side of the flanks from IOLO managed to take. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because that Hawk spawned A side or east side anyway. He spawned east side, and he was just allowed to go to
C.
west and just take the cap. They just allowed that. And same with the Baltimore. Like, he spawned east. I mean, not east. He spawned west. He went to east and actually took the cap. While Zux was just, like, hovering over it, not really doing anything until, like, much later. And he was able to kill Baltimore because Baltimore, for some reason, even though he's not a good close-range build at all, he decided to stay on the cap.
Yeah, really. That will do it for today's games. We're not going to have any interviews from this one because I have too much brain damage just watching this. So, like, I don't know, man. I really don't.
No, come on, dude. Come on.
No, I refuse.
What?
I don't even want to know what was going on in those comms. So, just interesting. It is week 1, to be fair. The game should improve as time goes. We should have better games throughout the rest of the tournament because the teams will be more prepared. They'll know relatively what other teams are doing. Yeah.
And people should learn that the caps are in fact not the plague, and they are in fact safe to touch.
So, I have so many questions, but it is what it is. Um, thank you for everyone who decided to tune in, and I pray for us to have better matchups potentially if I'm available next weekend. We will see how this week goes. I will try to stream a little bit this week of my own gameplay and everything, and I'll show you how allergic to caps someone can be. So.